So fast forward to 1998, and we get married to my lovely wife, Agnes. And around the same time, we go to visit my younger brother who was in school. And I happened to notice that my mom's face again is twisted. And she could barely coordinate some functions like swallowing, saliva, like doing some things on vision. And I asked my dad whether she's fine, and Dad says, well, this is something that we are able to handle, but don't worry, let's first finish the visit for my brother, and then we go back home. We'll plan a visit to the doctor. And so this got me concerned quite a lot, because I knew it's pretty much what had happened some couple of years ago, and I'd been given assurance that things will be different this time. But apparently she is there struggling a little bit with, you can tell she's really struggling. And probably she was trying to hide it from our eyes, but we could see it. I mean, we're of age. And so we move on, and my dad retires in 1999, 2000, thereabout. And then now both of them are retired. And we are at home treating two parents who are unwell, because my dad also developed a condition on arthritis. And so surgery after surgery, checkups after checkups from one doctor to another, and it's getting a bit expensive now. It's getting a bit confusing. We had to put on hold all the plans we had with my wife so that we can be able to give them the best of the treatment that they required. And here we are, and I'm busy at work and also in ministry now. These are the times when ministry had become quite engaging for me. By then I was ministering with a team that we had been doing a lot of tours in and out of Kenya. And anytime I travel, I'm hearing that, oh, we had to take my mom to hospital, we had to take care of this and that. And so it always got me a bit offset. I could no longer be the person I would have really wanted to be in terms of my growth as an adult. And so in 2006, I remember we went to see a doctor who told us her nerves are now getting weaker and weaker by the day. And he explained to us we need to do some various tests, one of them being nerve conduction tests. We had to check on some few other areas that are on the neural angle of the medical field. And by then I was told that there were very few neurosurgeons in Kenya, as is the case even today. And so being able to come across a neurologist who would be able to take care of us was also not an easy or small job, because we had to get bookings pretty much full, but we, by God's favor, were able to get one doctor at Upper Hill Medical Center where we were able to see and get some treatment. That did not assure us of complete healing of her. And so basically we went on to seek treatment from a heart surgeon, because also there was a challenge with that was to do with her heart condition. And so one problem after another, and so this time I'm getting drained emotionally, I'm getting disturbed, and I'm wondering, how do I manage all this? I would want to say that in 2008, that's when all hell kind of broke loose, so to say, for lack of a better word. Because here she is, I take her for clinic, but she's unable to respond. She has actually collapsed and she's unable to move, and I'm confused. Can you imagine having your mother there confused? You don't know what to do. She's lying there helpless. And so I quickly rushed to Nairobi Hospital, the nearest place I was in, and I didn't even know where the money is going to come from to pay the hospital bill. But I went in, they took her in, and they admitted her, and they stabilized her. And I quickly arranged to get some deposit, and I paid for it. And then we, my wife and I, were able to constantly go and see the doctor and hear what they're saying. And so this one day, when the three doctors who are taking care of her called me and told me that they want to give me some news. So they told me that the condition your mom is facing, it is irreversible. and you cannot be able to get out of it. And so I was left there helpless. On that particular day, nobody came with me to the hospital. I was alone. I was actually getting this news alone. My father had just also gone through surgery, so he was at home. He could not be able to come with me. And so here I am, receiving some very sad news and going through moments of depression, moments of hopelessness, moments of discouragement, alone, wondering where God was in all this, yet he had promised that he's going to stand with me. And on that evening, as I'm going home, I was very sad. I was very sad. I didn't know how to take this all in. And I went to the car at the parking of Nairobi Hospital, and I parked inside the car. I stayed in, I cried myself silly. I cried and I wept and I asked God, why would you allow this to happen? You know, I have given the best. I have done my best. I have sacrificed everything I've had in life, even my joy, even my comfort, the comfort of my family. At this point, we have 2 children, 2 small children, Emmanuel and Israel, and both require my parental support. Both require the best out of me, out of my being there as a father.